Mark Wahlberg joins the growing list of celebrities who have left Los Angeles in recent years.
You know, I moved to Nevada where after this gubernatorial election, hopefully we'll go to legislation and get a bill passed so we can get tax credits for the state.
You know, it's a balance. I don't want to jam it down anybody's throat, but I do not deny my faith. That's an even bigger sin. You know, it's not popular in my industry. It could have been really good, which it ended up being, or could have been really bad. We really didn't know. The subject matter was pretty out there. The only other thing that was even kind of in the same.
In today's video, we are shedding light on Mark Wahlberg's firing back at Hollywood and his sacrifice for the victims. Don't forget to subscribe to Stellar Fame and click on those notifications to stay updated. Mark Wahlberg is an American actor, producer, businessman, and former rapper. He was born on July 5, 1971, in Boston, Massachusetts, USA. Wahlberg initially gained fame as the frontman of the hip-hop group Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch in the early 1990s. He transitioned into acting, making his film debut in Renaissance Man, 1994, and achieving critical acclaim for his role in Boogie Nights, 1997. Wahlberg has since appeared in numerous successful films including The Departed, 2006, The Fighter, 2010, and Ted, 2012.
Maybe not. Maybe yourself.
What am I hallucinating here? Angel, come on, you're gonna get us caught. The cops are gonna come.
In addition to his acting career, Mark Wahlberg is a successful producer, with credits on various television shows and films. He is also known for his involvement in various business ventures, including the restaurant chain Wahlburgers, which he co-founded with his brothers. Mark Wahlberg is recognized for his versatile acting skills and has been nominated for several awards, including Academy Awards. He is known for his dedication to fitness and has often undergone dramatic physical transformations for his movie roles. Beyond his entertainment career, Wahlberg is involved in philanthropic efforts and has supported various charitable causes. His life story is an example of a successful transition from a troubled youth to a prominent figure in the entertainment industry and business world. Netizens are slamming American actor Mark Wahlberg for his social media message supporting Black Lives Matter movement, while pointing out his past hate crimes. Paying tribute to George Floyd, an African-American man who died in police custody, Wahlberg posted on his social media accounts, "The murder of George Floyd is heartbreaking. We must all work together to fix this problem. I'm praying for all of us. God bless, #Black Lives Matter." He also posted a photo of Floyd, but social media users quick to point out the 49-year-old's past faults and slam him for his convictions for hate crimes against people of color. According to PTI, Wahlberg served 45 days in prison in 1988 after attacking two Vietnamese men, while he was issued a civil rights citation 2 years earlier when he was among a group of white teenagers who hurled rocks and shouted, "Kill the," at a group of mostly black students. Only in America can a man commit multiple hate crimes, serve only 45 days, and then go on to play an American patriot in various films, a Twitter user wrote. Mark Wahlberg hurled rocks at black children while screaming, "Kill the." He beat a Vietnamese man unconscious and was charged for attempted murder. He's committed at least 5 hate crimes. He only apologized while seeking a pardon 26 years later, tweeted comic book artist Adam Ellis. Another user tweeted that John Boyega is afraid that he might lose his career because he is protesting against racism and police brutality. But Mark Wahlberg has a whole hate crime section on his Wikipedia page and is one of the highest paid actors in the world. But some fans of Wahlberg were defending him, pointing out that he had changed over the years. In 1986, you're trying to cancel him for something from 34 years ago? He's since made huge strides to try to right his wrongs. In 1991, he even made a song talking about racism, Look Up Wild Side by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. This is fucked up, but people are allowed to grow, the tweet read. Wahlberg has not responded to the criticism. Wahlberg was the youngest of 9 children in a working-class family living in the Dorchester district of Boston. His parents divorced when he was a child, and he dropped out of high school at the age of 14. Wahlberg led a troubled life, engaging in stealing, drug dealing, substance abuse, and violence. At age 16, he was convicted of assault and was sentenced to prison. He eventually served 45 days. After his release, his older brother Donnie, then a member of the successful band New Kids on the Block, helped him begin a music career. In 1990, Mark styled himself as Marky Mark and formed Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. The band's debut album, Music for the People, 1991, which featured co-writing and arrangements by brother Donnie, was a modest success and produced 2 hit singles, Good Vibrations and Wild Side. In performances and supporting videos, Marky Mark was prone to disrobe, and his physique gained him more admirers than did his rapping. He was hired by the fashion design company, Calvin Klein, as an underwear model, and the Billboard TV and print photo campaign brought him fame that eclipsed his music career. Nonetheless, his bad boy image proved to be a mixed blessing, and Wahlberg decided to abandon his Marky Mark persona and pursue a career in acting. As a reminder, if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for even more celebrity news. Mark Wahlberg's history of racially motivated attacks has resurfaced after the actor was accused of hypocrisy for sharing a post supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. The TED star shared a picture of George Floyd, whose death sparked protests across the United States after a police officer knelt on his neck for 9 minutes, to his Instagram feed last week in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. However, many commenters accused Wahlberg of hypocrisy, given his history of using racial slurs and hate crimes as a teenager. The Independent has approached Wahlberg's representative for comments on these accusations. While living in Boston in the 1980s, Wahlberg was twice charged for race-related hate crimes, serving time in jail for one of the attacks. What are the Wahlberg crimes? In 1986, a then 15-year-old Wahlberg and 3 friends were charged for chasing 3 black children and pelting them with rocks while yelling, "Kill the..." until an ambulance driver intervened. The next day, Wahlberg harassed another group of mostly black children around the age of 9 or 10 at the beach, gathering other white men to join in racially abusing and throwing rocks at them. A seemingly unrelated second incident occurred 2 years later in 1988. When Wahlberg attacked 2 Vietnamese men while high on the drug PCP. He called one man Thon Lam, a Vietnam blank blank, and knocked him unconscious with a 5-foot wooden stick, while punching another man, Army veteran Johnny Trent, in the eye later in the same day. Officers reported that Wahlberg used racist slurs to describe both men. For the first attack, Wahlberg was found guilty of violating the civil rights of his victims, with a civil rights injunction being issued against him and 2 of his friends, and the case settled the next month. For the latter, Wahlberg was charged with attempted murder, but pleaded guilty to felony assault, claiming that he was intoxicated and that the attacks weren't race-related. Due to his previous civil rights injunction prohibiting him from assaulting, threatening, or intimidating anyone because of race or nationality, he was found to be in contempt of court and was sentenced to a 2-year prison sentence. In the end, Wahlberg only served 45 days in prison of his 2-year sentence for attacking the Vietnamese men. I am deeply sorry for the actions that I took on the night of April 8, 1988, as well as any lasting damage that I may have caused the victims. Since that time, I have dedicated myself to becoming a better person and citizen so that I can be a role model to my children and others. He later dropped his request in 2016 and, in a 2020 interview with The Guardian, explained that he had done the work to make things right. I took it upon myself to own up to my mistakes and go against the grain and not be a part of the gang anymore. To say I was going to go and do my own thing, he explained. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and watch this one as well.